ACI 1948 here. We are going to see about what's inside one of these Hermans Survivors boots, because I have been curious since I bought them. Apparently, they're supposed to have a real thin piece of metal in there to keep nails from coming through, kind of an anti-puncture. So, we're going to take this Milwaukee hacksaw and a kind of wore out blade and see about cutting this off. The steel toe comes to roughly here, so we'll hit it behind the steel toe. These boots are fairly wore out. If you can, let's see here. If you can see down in there, they're fairly wore out. I'm done with them. I have enough boots as it is, and honestly, a couple of those are getting pitched too. So here we go. Hooking on something hard. All right, and there we go. That's some pretty tough material. Okay, that's some pretty thick stuff in there. I'm pretty impressed. Boy, it is a pretty thick piece of steel in there, isn't it? That's pretty impressive. Let's see if we can find the cap. There it is. All right. You see the steel right there? That's, I do notice they are pretty warm in the winter for as much steel toe as they have, so that's, I'm pretty impressed by that. Cool. Well, I'm going to dissect this a little bit more off camera, I guess, and we'll see if we can get underneath this and see what that steel toe looks like, and maybe pull out that sheet of metal here. Give me a sec. Really need to get a phone stand. Once I did that, this seems to be pulling apart fairly easy. There we go. So, this is interesting. We have a piece of foam. No wonder there's good cushion in these things. And here's your plate. That's pretty robust. Then you got another piece of rubber, and then you got your bottom sole, or your bottom of the foot. Well, I'll dissect this a little bit more too. But wow, I knew they said they had holes in them, but holes. I knew they said they had plate of steel in them, but I wasn't expecting it to be that thick and that rigid for as well as the boot bends. I mean, I'm putting a little bit of weight on that. That's a pretty good steel. So I just pulled out, if you can see it, all this is what is between you and the steel toe. There's like fabric, and then another layer. Well, fabric, it's kind of like I feel like my camera's zoomed in. Yeah, like insulation, and then this black fabric. And then your steel toe is down in there. Oh shoot, there's actually, that's not your steel toe. There's actually rubber underneath that There's your steel toe beneath that rubber flap. Let me see if I can get you in better lighting here. There's rubber, and then there's steel toe. Boy, this is pretty interesting. We'll say these things come apart fairly easy. Just popped up on this, and there you go. That was underneath the steel toe. And here is. Okay, maybe that's not rubber all the way up. They just have rubber where you're. Oh, nice. I guess to keep your feet from digging into the steel when you bend. Okay. So it's not rubber all the way down, it's just rubber to there. And there's your rubber cap. Yeah, that's the rubber bit. I do like those rubber bits because something I forgot to mention on this driller boot, I hadn't been wearing these very long. Look how tore up they are already. And these have seen more wear and tear than those, and barely tell anything's been done to them. Yeah, they're a little wore down. You can see where the tread, the cross patterns kind of disappeared off of it. So, yeah, this is a real neat. Definitely. Pretty tough. So the top looks like it's just a layer of fairly thick leather with insulation underneath it. So yeah. Alright, now we're going to take the rest of the boot and see if we can drive a nail into it. We're going to have to continue this video in part 2 because neighbor's playing music and I can't have that on YouTube, so great! Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.